Yeah. What up? What up? Welcome. This is the locker room. Romy Mac 2 Cents presents the locker room. You already know what we gonna talk about, man. It's been hot on your social media. Some of y'all believing into that shit. Some of you crying and shit because you heard what Kanye said. But we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna bring in the man of the hour, the man with the power. You know, that's what they call him right there. I'm talking about the legendary, the man, they know what they say. They call him Karoon Bey because he's the America dream. Karoon Bey, what's up, baby? What's up, baby? Welcome to the show, baby. Yeah, man. So, you know, we're gonna talk about Kane. And yeah. And then, cool, yeah. Okay. All right, before we go any further, I'm gonna break this shit down for at least my theory on this whole scenario. We didn't hear any of these outlandish comments until this album, until he sent out the tweets talking about his albums. He sent out cryptic messages, just said June 1st, June 8th, June 12th, and all these other albums that's coming out. So that's what's, you have to understand that this is what partially this shit is about. I don't know. He very well might even feel that slavery was by choice. Well, okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it wasn't. You can believe what you want. I can believe that McDonald's sells Whoppers for all I give a goddamn. It don't make it the fucking truth. So whatever. But I feel like this shit is all a fucking, I feel like it's all a fucking ploy to get you to buy his album. And, it's just so funny that it comes out now and he makes a statement, he makes an outlandish statement, he gets people buzzing and he gets people talking about him. And as they said in 48 Laws of Power and also in Straight Outta Compton, Eazy-E, any publicity is good publicity, so you're talking about it. Therefore, you're going to inquire about the music. Now, there's a lot of people that be like, nah, I ain't fucking with Kanye no more and all this other shit. Hey, that's on you. You respect that. You have every right to feel that way. If you feel like, he's not, he's not living up to his words.
Downside to that, though.
Yeah.
There's a real horrible downside to that, though.
He ain't got no.
When you're going to that extent to fucking sell albums, first you gotta worry about the ones you're gonna turn off. Then you gotta worry if the album is not super good, you're gonna lose a shit ton of fans.
He already lost 9 million. He lost 9 million Twitter followers.
That's how you know he on the decline. He must not believe in his music no more.
The nigga lost 9 million Twitter followers, and I bet you people still buy Yeezys. I guarantee you, people still gonna buy Yeezys.
Oh, niggas gonna buy clothes for sure, nigga.
That's so you get what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna buy his album. Nigga, you wasn't buying it to begin with. You downloaded it for free or you streamed it through Apple Music. You weren't buying albums. The last real people to buy albums, I'm on the phone with them right now. True hip hop fan.
Yeah, I buy albums.
Karoon Bey buys albums. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Bruh, I remember going through the binder with you, and your binder, I thought my shit was my CD binder was thick. Your shit is huge. You know what I mean? Your fucking CD binder was just huge.
Damn, I got fucking reading collections.
You got everything from Eminem to MF Doom to Jay-Z to Young Buck to G Unit, 50 Cent.
Fucking Steve Martin, I don't know, man.
Yeah, and that what's that one shit? Lil White, goddammit. I sure will.
Man, that motherfucker had a hard ass album.
Dog, man, I'm telling you, Lil White had two of them actually. Both of them finally famous.
Yeah, I'm just saying he had some hard ass music.
Yeah.
That never listened to Lil White before.
Nobody. He's in a bad market. That's all. He wasn't marketable. He wasn't marketable. He had the sound.
He was good. It's just like, you know what it was? If he was with Disturbing the Peace or something, he would have been better, but he was with 3 6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. He wasn't marketed well.
Better.
Yeah, his marketing wasn't the greatest. But getting back with the Ye shit, man. Like, think about it. As we were talking before we got on air. When have you ever seen a celebrity go to the TMZ like building, man. I've never seen that shit. I've never seen it happen. But albums coming out and all of a sudden you making statements. Granted, that guy checked them appropriately, and that's fine. I feel like and let's not forget who Kanye is married to, and the family. Their family has they're in business with TMZ. Like TMZ follows them. They pay them to follow them. That's what keeps keeps the shows, their reality show going. So, I mean, who's to say that, Kris Jenner, who manages him now, didn't have TMZ get involved with this whole publicity stunt? Because think about it, that's a lot of money involved with them, and they're not going to do anything to fuck up their money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kris Jenner is like, she's business-minded. I'll give her that much credit. Now, you might not have any morals when it comes to, like, presenting, like, the kids, but... she's about that business. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me.
Horrible choice of using, man.
Yeah. But I just feel like I feel like it's all business. I feel like it's all business. You can feel however you want to feel about Kanye. He's entitled to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning my back on him, but I'm not defending him at the same time. Cause I only like Kanye for music. That's it, man. If you come out with something hot, I'm gonna listen to it. If it's not, I ain't gonna listen to it.
For this whole reason, I'm not gonna listen to the album when it first come out. Because I don't wanna be like dragged into I gotta wait. This is what I want people to do. Don't buy the album when it first come out. Hold on probably about 2 or 3 months when all this shit die down and the coonery stops. No one cares about it anymore because it be gone after 2 months. Something else will be out. And then listen to the album and see how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now you're going to have, regardless if you think it's good or not, you're going to have emotions about it because of what this motherfucker's thinking.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to listen to it when it first comes out. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to fucking listen to it. I might start doing that, just like give the album a fucking couple weeks or so leeway before I get them.
Yeah, the way I look at it, bro. Kanye, this is a publicity stunt. It's a very immoral way because you're scratching a nerve. You got Daz Dillinger issuing crip alerts. He's not even supposed. It's like now he needs a protection team out there in LA and shit. Like, that's wild to me, you know what I'm saying? That's real serious when you go to that point at where the Crips are after you. That shit bogus to me, man. By the way, the Locker Room Show is brought to you by the good folks of Zone Customs 10. My man Nick Rice, got his business going, you dig? But hey, appreciate that, supporting us as always, man. Love you, big bro. But yeah, we'll get back to the show. We're back in the business.
We good, man. We're back in business. Nobody hit that drive button. Get down to business, baby.
Yeah, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about Kanye again, then, baby. Well, like I said, man, this shit with Ye, don't feed into it. That's really honestly how I feel about it, man. Just don't feed into that bullshit. I don't need that. Like, it's not nothing that everybody needs to be having these long ass conversations. Like, one of my homies from back home, man, that motherfucker did like it looked like he wrote the Constitution talking about Kanye and this shit. It ain't that deep, man. Like, he can feel that way. Y'all really think he feels that? Like, don't. I'm telling you, we've become so robotic as a nation when it comes to headlines that we build people. I mean, think about how that's how Trump got in the White House, man. Think about it.
Yep.
Everything, Trump's a random shit. It's like, I don't know. Anything wrong he wants to say about black people. And it worked. It got him in there, And now even Kanye talking about he want to run for president in 2024.
Hell, shit, Donald Trump was already talking about letting him be his vice president.
Listen, man, I'm not.
Yo, let me tell you how fucking retarded people are. Mind you, before his last album came out, when he came out with that other album, he was calling himself. He got flat calling himself Jesus. Remember that shit?
Yeah.
He was going around calling himself Jesus. constantly. It was the whole title beat at one point.
Exactly.
Title, even though that shit like the last 3 hours.
That's what I'm saying, man. So like, why do you? Like, I'm saying, like, don't feed into that shit. Like, I refuse to. But it's everywhere. Like, I don't like the comedians on Instagram have like a whole bunch of shit that's like talking about it and like feeding into. I don't believe it, man. It was on ESPN.
And it was the whole fucking. You don't know Sway. You don't know Sway.
Like,
he doesn't even do this shit for like the last 3 hours, yo.
Like, let it go, man.
I don't even realize this shit.
And you know, and it's so funny because now like everybody, and mostly from the black community, I would have to say this, and have this mindset that like, oh, it must be Kim's fault because you know Kardashians got that curse. It ain't got shit. He was doing wild shit before Kim, and he gonna be doing wild shit after. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't even.
George Bush don't care about black people.
He wasn't with Kim. He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't with Kim. He ain't got nothing to do with Kim. I don't. You know. He got a mind of his own, man. He say what he want to say. The wild part to me is like all the people connected to this motherfucker. So like, you can consider John Legend, consider a Kid Cudi, consider Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody gonna get questioned. Everybody's gonna, whenever they show up on talk shows or anything, what the hell is wrong with Kanye? Did you see these things coming a long time? Well, and Common gonna be like, well, hey, well, you know, I always, you know, he always had a mind of his own. You know, it's how Kanye, it's how Ye is, you know. You know, that's how he be. You know, I be like, wow, B, I don't understand it, but you know, yeah, that's how, you know, how Common talk. Jay-Z, you know, Jay-Z's gonna get questioned. Beyonce, all of them, you know, everybody affiliated with him is going to be questioned, and it's gonna be like, man, did you see this thing? Did you see this coming? Did you see Kanye doing shit like this? But personally, I care about the artwork, man. You can say what you want to say. You can tell me that Jesus was Satan, for all I care. Just make a great record. That's it. That's all you care for. Because think about if you like, let's just say your favorite. So who? Listen, bro. Who is your? I
don't think he can do it no more, man. I'm sorry. I don't think he can.
We'll see. Let's just say, all right. What's one of your favorite movies, bro? I'll say favorite actors. Charles Bronson.
Is it comedy or action?
Like action. So Charles Bronson. Would you say Charles Bronson one of your favorite actors?
I'm not gonna say Charles Bronson. Action-wise, man, it's probably like shit. I don't even know.
All right, you like Donnie Yen. What about Bruce Lee?
I think I like Donnie Yen more than I like Bruce Lee.
Okay. All right. So let's just say
my favorite action movie gotta be like
Ip Man.
When he like suplex that dude. He said what?
IP Man.
I wouldn't say Ip Man Fire. It's the other one.
Yeah.
It's another one he came out with a while back.
Yeah. But like, well, let's just say, okay, so let's just say Donnie Yen comes out and says that Donnie Yen doesn't see, like he comes out and says, I don't understand what was the big deal about slavery. Let's just say he makes a bold ass statement like that. Is that enough to stop you from watching this movie?
No.
You should.
Same thing with like, I love watching Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley has said some crazy ass shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so I don't get why people like, either you think about it. He didn't have to say, honestly, Kanye didn't have to say anything borderline for you to not fuck with him. You see the shit, and like some of the music he comes out with, you don't really fuck with. Like, again, Charlamagne say all the time, he didn't care for Yeezus.
I'll tell you this. These will be the same motherfuckers about Yeezys and fucking that'll fucking still be buying the fucking clothes.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you guys, like, think about it. Okay, so like you continue to, I want to call hypocrite real quick because think about these motherfuckers that go out and support Michael Jordan. You support Jordan year in and year out. When he was in the NBA, how many times he step out for civil rights or anything dealing with blacks and shit? Like equality. Name one time. None. Got none, bro. Got none. He's yet to. He never used his platform to do that. Like, as far as like LeBron, that's one thing I can respect about LeBron because he'll come out, anything that comes out, he'll take forth in that. Michael Jordan wasn't interested in that shit. You know what I'm saying? He was interested in making money. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Hey, respect the hustle, baby. I ain't knocking it, but
interested in getting his ring.
But if you're gonna be mad at Kanye and you're not gonna buy his music, I suggest you not buy another fucking Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
I don't buy Jordans anyway. So.
That's just my thing. Like everybody, you know, the folks that's talking about I ain't fucking with Kanye and I ain't buying his music.
This nigga is saying that the shit he said is so outlandish and so fucking stupid.
Yeah, we can agree. We can agree, bruh.
Between buying Michael Jordan shoes because he didn't say anything, and the difference in you saying that something everybody knew happened, and it's nothing like a group of people can do about it. That's like if you were to say that shit about the Jews. People will burn his fucking ass apart, right? Hollywood would fucking burn Kanye West ass alive if he said that about, I don't think, what do you say, what's the shit, the Holocaust was a fucking, it's a choice. If he said that shit, he would not be here today.
Cause it's about black people. We know them motherfuckers know that they think that we're the lowest form. We know that, bruh. You know that.
I think it's a big difference between saying like.
You're right. That's a big ass. You know, it's a big difference between bruh. That's a great point. That's a great point. That's a very good point. I'm like real shit. That's a great point. I ain't knocking that shit at all, bro.
I'm still gonna listen to the album. I'm not gonna listen to the album when it get dropped. I might wait a month.
Yeah.
And then I'll jump into it and be
man, I'm gonna have that album as soon as 12 o'clock hit on June 1st on my streaming service.
Like me right now, man, it's like certain shit be happening. My mind is like shaky to it. Like the whole Kendrick Lamar winning a fucking Pulitzer or whatever,
Pulitzer Prize, yeah.
I was just like, he didn't deserve for that fucking album, man. I was just looking like, what the fuck? Like, certain shit just don't hit me right. Because when I look at it, not to knock the album, because it was a decent album, it was a good album, but the Pimp a Butterfly, which I'm contracting my statement, was a better album. That was more of a political album than this was. That album had a lot more meaning to it than the last album.
I respect that.
Why give him an award that he should have got for another album? Out of all the rappers and all the like albums that you could give that award for, why that one?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. You know,
it could have, man. I don't know.
It is bogus, but he got it. You know, I must respect to Kendrick for his work, man. And like, he's not the one that gives him the awards. You know, the people are the whoever's on this panel are the ones giving him the awards. So, you know, I mean, we know the type of artist that Kendrick is, man. He's one of the people that puts up, you know, again, like you said, you know, to Pimp a Butterfly was a more political influenced based album. You know, I think Damn was more so like a therapeutic form of him expressing his mindset. You know what I'm saying? But both great works. I'm not ready to call. For me, I'm sorry, man. To Pimp a Butterfly is like, that's my album for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? I love Good Kid, Mad City. I love Damn too, but To Pimp a Butterfly, man, there's so much that like history that goes into it with me. It's very nostalgic for me for what was going on at the time, man.
That's like, that album is like, to me, it's like Common's B album or Common's Like Water for Chocolate, yo. God.
Yeah,
Like
man.
Water for Chocolate is like my album.
Like he was like,
you never heard that album before? You're missing out on a fucking jewel.
You think Like Water for Chocolate was better? Well, let's talk hip hop real quick, man. Let's talk hip hop. So you think Like Water for Chocolate was better than B?
I listen to Like Water for Chocolate more than B.
More than B? What about Finding Forever?
Yo,
I
still listen for Like Water for Chocolate because
I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
It's more because I had that album when I was in like high school.
Yeah, I'm telling you, nostalgic feel, man. Like there are a lot of yeah, exactly. There are a lot of albums, you know what I'm saying, that hold a lot of weight. You know what I'm saying? Like for at least
when I think about it, man, I think about that album. It's probably the production because it was like all fucking what's that nigga JD? Like Slum Village nigga, whatever that nigga name is.
Yeah. Jay Dilla.
Them the niggas. Yeah, Jay Dilla. Oh, just like that whole album is like that kind of feel, man. That
Yo.
shit is, man, I'm telling you,
Yo.
insane.
What's the one shit? I tell you, the album that reminds me of us back in the Air Force is Eminem's Curtain Call. Cause you remember we used to rock that shit and you used to laugh at that stupid ass song with Dre at the end. What's it? The way you shake it, I can't believe it. I ain't never seen an ass like that. Yeah. And that nigga at the end, he talking about, fuck is wrong with you? That shit funny, man. You know, like that album, you know, it wasn't Eminem's best album. Like, to be honest, the best Eminem album, of course, Marshall Mathers, man. Like, I have to give that. That's it. I think there's.
She ain't worried about her baby. She's worried about this Ferrari behind her.
Yeah.
This fucking lady. She ain't worried about her baby in the backseat. She's worried about her fucking Ferrari.
Yeah. So Marshall Mathers, I give Marshall Mathers is Eminem's best work to date. That's just my opinion. And then
Marshall Mathers.
Yeah, and then Slim Shady, the Slim Shady LP. I have to give that.
Which one was the one when he was like I don't need damn, the one he was talking about Diddy and shit.
You talking about I Never Knew. That's Marshall Mathers LP. That's the one. That shit.
Oh well, yeah, that's gotta be.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like his shit was so like from start to finish, man. It's like this is a public service announcement from Slim Shady. Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think. You know, and then again, when I was just a little baby boy, like the transition from start to finish, it is a great. He ended it with Criminal. Criminal is dope, man. Like Criminal is one of the slept on records from his album, man. That and what's the shit with my man from Onyx on it? What's that one? Yeah, one shit. He murdered him. Yeah, remember me? Yeah, they killed that. Yeah. They killed that shit, man. I mean, all of his. I never really cared for like the commercial records that he came out with, like off that album, except for Way I Am. But like the first thing was always like some silly shit. At least that's what it felt like. It was like the MTV era, so like it fit great for that. You know, it was fit for like TRL and all that shit. Like the real Slim Shady record. Like it was good for that, but like as far as like if you played that record on the radio and like we didn't know who Eminem was at the time, you probably would have never gave that record a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my theory on it. Like if let's just say that Real Slim Shady was his first single. You never heard of Eminem before, and you heard Real Slim Shady. Would you be like, yo, I fuck with this nigga? I don't think so. Me personally, I don't think you would.
Yo. I fucked in when I heard like his first album, like when someone played it for me.
Yeah.
The Slim Shady LP, was it the first one? Yeah.
Yeah.
When I heard that shit, I was hooked, man, because it's so outlandish, man.
Yeah. And he wouldn't be able to do that. You know what's so crazy? Like he wouldn't be able to thrive in an industry like today because he would get crucified through social media. And you know, a lot of people give Eminem shit. Because because he doesn't come out with Eminem hasn't came out with like a hot album in like forever. True enough. I stand by that. You know, I can concur with that that feeling. But with that album, I just feel like, the Slim Shady LP, I mean, he was like that time frame fit for him, you know what I'm saying? Like he wouldn't be able to thrive in an industry like today, as sensitive as social media is. Oh yeah, him talking about killing his mom, raping his mom, and shit like that.
You want to know you knew the time was changing when he made that album? He was talking about like they got on him about like faggots and saying faggots so much.
Yeah,
and he had to come out with Elton John and do that song.
Yeah.
The Stand song, that's how you knew then that like, alright, he knew then that shit was changing for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it is what it is, man. His daughter's a man.
Yeah. His daughter, I mean, you know, Haley grew into a beautiful young lady now, man. You know, she looks like Kim. And you know, it's wild because I feel like, you know, she's our daughter because, you know, we grew up and she was that little girl. So now us being adults, I feel like, you know, we're looking after her, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people. Yeah.
Do you feel like Bow Wow your brother?
Bow Wow is my brother, in a sense, and he this thing with Bow Wow and Kanye need to come out with an album. This is the perfect time to do it. It's the perfect time.
Hell, yo, Bow Wow seem like that older brother that be lying all the time.
Yeah.
And you live with him, and you know, you be like, man, shut up, man. You ain't never did none of that shit.
I think Kanye and Bow Wow need to come out with a record right damn now.
Well, it's gonna be called Niggas Be Tripping.
Basically. It's gonna be called NBT. Yeah, Niggas Be Tripping. That's what the name of the album is. They're gonna come out with a record label, Niggas Be Tripping.
Yo, y'all thinking that shit be fire. Yep. Niggas be tripping.
On God, I think so. I think I like that. I like that idea.
Instead of an NBC logo, instead of like the peacock, it would be like a crow. It would be like Niggas Be Tripping.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna say that shit right damn now too, man. But you got a couple seconds, man, before I gotta let the Karumbe go. So yeah, you got anything you want to say to the folks before we close out?
Not really, man. I just think
get Kanye new album, get Kanye new MAGA album, make America great.
Great again. Don't do that. Wait.
Ah.
Man, you should wait, man. Because then if they do that shit, they're gonna listen to it with like this scorn or some shit. They're not gonna listen to that shit for the music quality. And that's the bad part about what he's doing right now. They're not. Even if motherfuckers like the album, they gonna shit on it.
Yeah.
That's just like an actor. Then the actor said something crazy, like Tyrese when he be saying crazy shit about black women. You know, they'll go to the movie and they'll be like, well, the movie won't that good, you know, just because he'll be in the movie, you know what I'm saying? But like, if you watch it, I'll say like 5 months later, because I don't watch Fast and the Furious and shit when they come out, you'll be like, all right, the movie was good. You know what I'm saying? That's how motherfuckers are. If anybody says anything, they're on them right quick, they'll go see the movie or whatever, just for like shock value, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And then, like afterwards, they'll be, I don't know how to explain it, man. When people do shit like that, it builds a sour note, basically.
Yeah.
A sour taste in people's mouth. You don't want to do that shit.
Yeah.
Damn, we did not talk about Avengers, you motherfucker.
Yeah, or you saw it. So you saw it?
Nah, man, fuck that. We getting this done, man. Yo.
You got time? You want to do it?
I'm gonna do this, man. It wasn't. I'm gonna make some motherfuckers mad. So me and my homeboy was like, it's up there with Dark Knight. No, it's not. To me, it's not even up there with what was the other movie? I still think Winter Soldier's the best movie.
Well, I'll be honest with you, man. I really did like this Avengers movie, man. I went with my lady, her son, and again, yeah, and her nephew, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. I didn't realize the type of, me, I look at it from an adult like that. Yeah, I didn't get into comics until I was an adult, but I had to take a step back and look at myself as a kid, because there were a lot of kids in there crying, dude, because of the ending, of course, Dude, I was like, when the credits hit.
When he threw his daughter off the cliff, I was laughing. Because she's talking all that shit.
Me and you both.
Oh, look.
Dog, me and you both, man.
I was like, and when he grabbed her, and a tear rolled down his eye, and she was like, why are you crying? He was like, she was like, why is he crying? He was like, he's not crying for himself. And then she looked all shocked, and I was like,
Nigga. Bruh, that's exactly how I felt. Honestly, that's exactly how I felt, man. I was like,
it was good seeing Red Skull not dead.
Right.
which makes me think, for those who are not comic book fans, I'm finna spoil some shit for you.
That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm break this shit down. Red Skull is still alive. The outfit that Captain America had on is the outfit that Captain America has on when he turns into a bad guy. And if that happens with the alternate universe, shit is gonna be so funny.
I'm telling you, man, I love that.
This motherfucker had on, I put it like this, Red Skull was still alive, and he was talking about that, talking about, man, I don't even want to get into this shit, man. I'll tell you, if they do the part where fucking Captain America is like part of alternate universe, he's part of the what's the Hydra? Oh my goodness, shit is gonna be good as hell.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, man. I just, man, I laughed so fucking when them credits hit. I said yes. I love it, man.
Yo,
I love that shit. Hold on. I got the bird miser coming in, man. Yo, what up, bro?
Hello.
Miser.
What's going on?
You just called into the show, man. We finishing up. I'm talking about the Avengers thing, though. What you think about the movie, man?
I thought the movie was great.
Yeah, like the you know what I'm saying? Like again, Jeff was up here. He killing it. He giving all the spoilers away from the comic world. But
no, man, I don't think they're gonna do that though, man. I don't think they can. Like, if they do though, that will fuck everybody up.
Well, like ended where Thanos pretty much kills everybody and leaves it like that.
No, I'm saying the one, like, if they get past this arc, let's say they go in the next arc, like his outfit looks like the one he has on when he's part of Hydra. In an alternate reality, fucking Captain America is a bad guy. And he's been, like, all this stuff is happening right now. It happened, but it's happening because Captain America is, like, basically like a top Hydra agent. Like, instead of him being good, he's gonna turn out to be a fucking villain.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and you know, and you know, we got a guy at work, you know, we work with in like wildlife. He told me about like the whole Thanos thing. Thanos was the guy that just ends the universe altogether. So I was like, I know they have two parts because I've been looking at the shit like through Wikipedia and just like all the movies like that. So I had I was like, yo, so what's gonna happen? And then when the ending happened and like he snapped his fingers and everything ended, I was like, if this is how the shit ends, then how is there a part two? So I'm like excited because I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. You know what I mean? Because I mean, Bird, because you remember he would always, you know, Josh would always mention that shit at work. You're saying like, you know, Thanos is the ones that ends like the universe and shit. So I was like, man, this is gonna be an epic ending. I didn't realize it was gonna make like, you know what I'm saying, like kids cry and shit in a movie theater. Because I was like, man, yeah, I was like, no way, man.
If that happens, it's smart. If it happens that way, then they can bring in the X-Men and everything else to the universe. And just look at it, universe is incomplete. And now that they have rights to the like X-Men and all this other shit, they can bring everything. Like they can bring back Galactus if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With that type of, which is smart. They have to reset the universe. They bought the rights to all these, the X-Men and all the rest of this shit for a reason.
Oh yeah, the whole comic series, yeah.
And then you look at it, you got fucking Deadpool going around saying Thanos' name in this movie like it's fucking like cheesecake and shit. So they have to do something.
Yeah, man. I really enjoyed it. I'll be honest with you. I really enjoyed the movie, man.
Spoiler alert, Thanos' arch enemy is actually Deadpool, if you guys don't know. That's like he really fucking stand him. He can't stand Deadpool. They don't get along because Death is in love with Deadpool, and Thanos eventually wants to die. Y'all will figure that out later, but
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I kind of got a sense that Thanos isn't really happy with certain things because of, you know, his desire to try to make perfection or his version of perfection. And you you can't really have perfection. As hard as he tries, that there's always going to be something. So I assume at some point he's just going to hate his life.
He hates it now because he killed his daughter.
Yeah. I just see that. Yeah, true. As much as bad as he is, she really thought that dude didn't have no love for her, and he really did. Even bad guys got a little sore, like a sore spot for people.
Like even when old girl choked on him, she saw that he was like mourning and shit. So it was just like,
yeah,
he was fighting him, but he was like crying basically the whole time he was fighting him.
Yeah, and then
once he threw her off a cliff, there was no going back anyway. So there's nothing he could do.
Right. Yeah, he knew it was game over. I mean, he could theoretically, with that stone, the time
theoretically, old boy should have got the fuck when they were on that planet. They should have left that planet. They could have went back and got everybody else, and then fought them there to fight with them.
Right. Yeah, they went in. I don't know why
Doctor Strange. And of course, what's the name had to fucking ruin it, man. I knew Peter Quill was gonna fucking ruin it.
Yeah,
I knew he would. Like when they,
Yeah,
I knew he was gonna ruin it beforehand. Like when she told him to kill him, I was like, watch this motherfucker be the deciding factor if they lose or not. I knew it was going to be between him and fucking Iron Man.
But I was
like, it's going to be Quill.
Yeah, Iron Man actually did a good job. Like he played his role perfectly. Fucking Hulk decided to go on vacation. Hulk decided to go on vacation.
Yep.
He was the only reason they were fucking doing as much as they was because Doctor Strange was there.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Hulk went on vacation. He said, I ain't fighting this fight, dude. I ain't got no beef with that cat.
It's the setup. It was a setup for the next. I think it's the setup for the next one. You know what I'm saying?
You think Thor?
Yeah, they weren't gonna let Hulk fight him.
No.
Well, he beat Hulk beat his ass. He beat Hulk's ass the first round.
They're not gonna let if they would have let Hulk and Thor loose on him, even though they couldn't beat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet for real, it would have been the movie probably would have been over a lot earlier.
Yeah.
There's no way they was gonna let both of them motherfuckers on him at the same time.
Yeah, because I mean, with Thor and that axe, that new axe that he got, he's pretty badass, bro.
That shit was dope, man. Like I really did. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a new respect for Thor. Like looking at it.
Yeah, same here.
Like I'll be honest, because I didn't know shit. Like to be honest, I did not know shit about Thor when he came out. Like when the first movie came out, and I was like, oh, this is Natalie Portman. I don't really care too much for this shit. But by the time I saw Dark World, I was like, I really do like it. And again, I know Bird. You know, Bird. Me and Bird talked about like the Ragnar. What is it?
I'm about to do salad.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. All right, Karumbe. Yeah. All right, bro. What yeah, Bert, I'll tell you what, we'll close up about this thing. I would just say that how you dug, you know what I'm saying, was it Ragnarok or whatever? Is that the name of the shit?
Yeah.
Like you thought it was dope. You thought it was great. I personally I was like, it was too funny. It was too funny for me.
But see, that's what I
compared to what it was before. I felt like it was more funny than it was action packed. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that was kind of the goal of it, was to kind of humanize, Thor and make him be, besides being a pretty much a demigod or whatever kind of god he is. Besides that, they wanted to show that he's got a sort of like a human side to him, where he likes to joke and clown around, and that's what I really liked about that movie. Is they showed even though he's like a god, he's still got a funny side to him,
right?
And shit like that. So that's what I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah, I got you on that. But yeah, I appreciate this. By the way, listeners, this is my best friend in the motherfucking world on this shit right now. We better know this job. We're gonna call him Bird Miser for this episode, because we're not releasing the government names and all that shit. But yeah, appreciate Bird for calling in. But for Karumbe, Romy Mac, and the Bird Miser, we out. Peace.
Bye.